Okay, hello everybody. Welcome to our office hours at New Harmony Line. I'm June Kinoshita, Executive Director, and with me here today are Cece Rodebush, our Director of Education, and our guest, Polina Lulu. So without further ado, I am going to turn things over to Polina. She can tell you about herself.
Hi, everyone. So I'm here to tell you about the workshop we had at the Connected Learning conference that was in December. And I'll briefly introduce myself just for the context mostly. So I'm Polina Lulu. I'm a child experience researcher, consultant, speaker, facilitator. I care about play, co-creation, intrinsic learning, and humane technology. So just to explain what this area is somewhere in the intersection between UX, play, learning with children's best at heart. I write, I teach, I play test with kids, I volunteer, consult, and I run a Designing for Children's Best podcast for Designing for Children's Rights Association. Here is the barcode that I made for you if you want to go to the link and listen to the podcast. And I also work in the White Therapy startup. It's a startup that helps kids with special needs overcome challenges and learn new behaviors. We help kids with transitions, potty trainings, accessories, and the food disorders at the moment. This is my son that where is it? I also take advantages, for my personal reasons and help my son go through some stuff that he had. When we came back from Canada, where we met before, he had some hard times letting me go to work or elsewhere. So I also used this platform for helping him transition from being with me all the time to be without me for a few hours. And here's the screenshot that I took at our workshop. And that's it. That's it about me. Let's dive into some good memories. So I had a very big expectations when I came to the workshop, because just imagining that composing music could be drawing or storytelling really made me very excited. And this is, by the way, the plot, what's it called, diagram from Pixar. And what we made at the workshop was basically a storytelling about a polite squirrel, well, a polite Canadian squirrel, because that's the inspiration I offered to the group. Because we counted with my kids, we counted in Canada 847 squirrels, if I'm correct. There's so many, and they are very polite. I traveled in many, and all the squirrels I met before Canada were really rude and always tried to steal stuff from me, and Canadian squirrels were just not like that. So the story that we created in Hyperscope, what about a squirrel that as an exposition, just the introduction of the squirrel and getting into the mood. And then the squirrel became hungry as an initiating incident, and started climbing a tree gently and impatiently, like the Canadian squirrel will do. So this is the rising action act. And then the squirrel climbed the tree and knocked with no response. and that's the beginning of the crisis. Then rising to the climax when it's going down the tree with despair and the hunger rising to the sky. And suddenly the nuts fall abundantly, and you can just imagine the happiness of our friend when he gets to this denouement. What is the name for this?
Denouement.
Denouement.
The French word.
And then in the end we go back to the happy normal again. Yeah, so that was our story that we collaboratively created. And do you want to hear it in music now?
Yes.
Let's do. So remember the storyline. Introduction. Climbing the tree. We are polite, so we are knocking. Going down. And the nuts start pulling. Full and happy again.
Oh, I forgot who that was.
Yeah, it was so much fun. And I really like, I really have good memories about composing storytelling. It's like, in music, it's really amazing and mind-blowing. And I just I would really like to see how kids react to these activities in schools and whatever you do. And also I saw that you also make concerts with kids. So yeah.
Yes, that is the ultimate
Fantastic.
aim. I mean, just composing like this is also a very satisfying activity, but it takes it to another level when you translate this into a piece that can be performed by musicians. And imagine for the child now hearing their idea come to life in that way is, that's the full process really for music.
And I'm very passionate with all initiatives, with technological initiatives that open doors to adult subjects to children at a younger age. And I think what you do have really big potential about teaching young kids music literacy without being concerned with adults' syntax, and giving the opportunity to fall in love with music at every age. So I think the potential here is huge. And yeah, I would really like to see you conquer the world and reaching as many kids as possible. So I just wanted to finish like with think that I really think that the strengths that you have right now already, the one I mentioned, the accessibility of composing music without the syntax, and that can be really friendly to everyone. The focus of narrative emotions and through drawing is also very important here, especially when we talk about kids. It's a tool for creative expression, which if we go back to intrinsic motivation and natural learning, kids, if you look like Scratch, if you look at at music as a tool for self-expression and creativity, and it's really unlocks this potential of intrinsic learning and motivation. And I think the community that you build about loving music is just wonderful. And you know, we have so much so much work in the industry around social emotional learning, and there is no I can hardly think about something that is more social emotional than music. And also yeah, it just builds relationships, and you know, takes all the barriers down. So that's what I think that you are doing great right now. And if I think about the opportunities from my expertise, I think that at the moment there's still a need of this translation and conversation, which is not a bad thing. I think it's great if we look at it from a relationship point of view of someone that introducing a younger person to music. But I think if you want to take it to the independent learning direction, that you know, there is it can be really, it can really open doors to the independent learning for non-musicians, because even myself, if I would experience a Hyperscope without the group and the guidance, it would be harder for me to you know, create the story and enjoy it that much. But I think it's really possible, and yeah, and the younger audience, like if it like it could be really nice to see how the interface will look for younger kids. And sometimes when you know, when we create the version for the juniors, and then we learn again about the heart of the product. And yeah, I think I'm done with the slide, so we can just see I'm moving here, so if anyone can reach me, here's my details. And I just wanted to finish that with like you said, we had so much fun, and I think for me the memory of Hyperscope will be that it's really memorable. I think I will remember it for a long time, and empowering that even I can create some music, and it always will put a smile on my face. And I think this is like the best thing that you can do with technology.